Alright, well, this is what we got for the last little bit of our efforts, and now we have to do the last little thing, which, again, I'm not incredibly excited about, which is to take... Well, where is he? Where are you? Where did you go? Thought he was in our inventory. I hope he's in our inventory. Wyatt, where are you? Okay, there we are. We have to take Wyatt back to Pleasant Valley and permanently seal him in to the Prepper Bunker in Pleasant Valley. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark. And what I'm hoping is fixing to be the end of the Broken Silence system thingy, DLC deal, however you want to say it, as far as Wyatt and Sutherland's tale goes. We need to go, unfortunately, seal off one of the most usable, and I'm again not very incredibly happy about this, one of the most usable shelters in that particular zone, at least in between two particular zones. It's I get it, I understand it's part of a story, but I don't know. I think they could have maybe had us put him in his bunker. Maybe he had a specific bunker that we were supposed to go into, but no, we're going to put him into a bunker that wasn't even intended to be part of the group's total deal. It was just a friend of his. We never did figure out which bunker was Wyatt's, and I think that is kind of interesting. The story, I am kind of sad to say that it's ending, at least on that end, but I am glad to understand finally what we all pretty much knew was that the bunkers were fallout shelters expected to be utilized in case of nuclear war, which for certain then does at least date the time they were built to a reasonable time. It's a way of kind of fleshing out the story of the Long Dark, and something that we've always tried to do is try to figure out when our part of it actually existed based on what you find in the world and find around and stuff like that. And I know there's a lot of contradictory information, and I've always said about it several times that there is a serious contradiction sitting in front of the garage in this particular zone, and it's that EV charger that wouldn't have existed until the teens, in 2000 teens, sometime like that. And then people have stated that there's an email talking about Skype and Skype being used at such and so points in time. So you're talking early 2000s. And then, of course, the Cold War happened when the Cold War did. I mean, it ended in 1980, whatever the heck it was, 1980. It doesn't really matter. So you're talking about an entire 2 decades prior to that, where we're living through things. So that means that Wyatt's been dead a very long time, or at least maybe they were bringing this into the whole point. Like I said, it's kind of one of those things where I like listening to stories. I kind of like doing investigation, but there are some serious contradictions to the story, again, because of the times that were available based on certain lore you can find in the game, plus that one stupid thing over there. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and make a lunch, locate a wire, and hopefully, well, I guess finish this tale, finish this story, see what he gives us. I don't know, we'll see whether or not we get that done today. It's an awful lot of walking on my part, an awful lot of time spent, so we shall see. Let's get over here. I want to make sure before we even leave this zone that we have at least looked in every place that we can think of where there should be wires, because otherwise we're going to have to go, I don't know. There might be some wire in Pleasant Valley somewhere. I think there's a piece of wire over here. I don't know. So we're going to walk back over to the... Wow, that really kind of... For a minute there, that looked a little off. Anyhow, we're going to go see if we can't find a piece of wire, and then we're going to head back to Pleasant Valley, deliver this poor person to that bunker, and then seal him in and lose a massive, massive resource. Now, I'm going to say this. We're going to remove every usable resource in that bunker prior to leaving it. Once again, dive into the town site, look around. Are there any New threats? No, doesn't look like it. I think somewhere in one of these containers we have a bit of wire. But like I said, this is the contradiction for me. And if you look around, you look at all the vehicles, you look at everything like this. This is, you know, 1980s, 19 whatever kind of 1990s car looking. The pickups look the same way. These tractors look the same way. All of the trucks look the same way. And then you put this thing out front. Originally, there were two of these. And the funny thing is, like I said, I look at this. This is an older mechanical gas pump. You can tell because of the way the dials work right here. And, well, the interesting thing would be, again, this is too new for this. So if you're going to upgrade this, you should probably upgrade this as well. So, again, the contradiction, it's an alternate universe, and we have to understand the alternate universe theory kind of things. But whatever, it's fine, it's okay. It's not my story. Anyhow, we need to deliver a couple of things. I wanted to drop a couple of things off that I don't necessarily want to leave laying around from now on. They're just going to sit over here behind that in our collection of random stuff we've already found. I may maybe try to go find all 7 of those. I think there's 7. I'm assuming we're going to, I don't know. We'll see. I'm assuming we may find another one somewhere else. I haven't looked for all of them as of yet, so please somewhere be some wire. And anything else I don't need can go in there. Ah, amazing. Okay. Do we have a hacksaw? Yes, we have a hacksaw. I'm gonna bring all of them. Just in case. I don't know how many they're gonna want. I don't have any. I'll even bring a fuse. Just in case. So we have this, we have this, we have that. And I don't think there's gonna be anything else I want to do. What time is it? It's about time to go to bed. I guess I'm going to utilize, well, I'm just going to go ahead and kill the time that it takes in order to do the work here, and then we're going to head up the mountain since we have a stable, safe place to be right now. Once again, a half a day later, because of blizzards, we are now leaving out with an absolutely beautiful eye at the end of the day. So I guess we'll see how far we get. I'm going to go ahead and crunch down on some of this and get to walking. Nice, bright, sunshiny day, too. That's beautiful. Thank you very much, game. Oh, I was going to bring that other stuff back and didn't. It's fine. All right, so we're going to live off those. I guess we'll see what they do. For right now, I'm not going to worry about it. We go. He almost caught me. Staring at my phone because I have to walk into the wind. Right over him. How? Where did that go? Oh, it's right there. Lovely. You just stay over there, doggy. Man, I'm great at this. Drive-by shootings. This is when you gotta watch them, because they'll turn around when you least expect it. He's right here somewhere. Where is he? Where did you go, fella? I do love it when they do this. Okay, now run by me. Go home. Oh, for Pete's sake. Go that way. don't think he can get around that rock easily, so we might be clear of him now. Wolves. Wish that I had a little bit better shot on him, but wolves nonetheless. Let's get on through over to here. Bear is right down here. I can hear him. Same deer we probably ran into an episode or two ago. Or did I shoot that one? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Let's get over here, get in, and get back on into Pleasant Valley. I think we'll just walk down the hill this time. We have most of the night to get there. I'm assuming I probably have to have an aurora to make it work. I don't know. We'll find out. With that being said, though, I think we're probably going to be cutting up a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to be glad I have all this food on us. We might even have to make a fire and make some water. So, I don't know. We'll find out when we get over there, because I'm not leaving that vice and a lot of that scrap metal and whatever else in there that we can harvest that's of any use to us. I'm not leaving it in there. If we're going to lock it down tight forever, he's going to be in there by himself with nothing to do. There, it's about time. 3 wolves in a row scared of me for whatever reason, and then finally, this guy comes back. Okay, well that's been fun. I mean, like three wolves in a row. That's ridiculous. Anyhow, we have to go deal with our friend the bear again. Here, buddy, I left you a snack. Go eat it. Which way are you walking? Are you walking away from your place or to your place? You are walking away from your place. So we'll just do the thing we've done 3 or 4 times already at this point. Just walk over here. Yeah, I know. You're hungry, darling. It'll be okay. We're going to walk all the way back to the prepper cache, and then I'm going to go ahead and figure out what we're going to keep. I know for a fact I'm not leaving that workbench in there. We're going to be cutting that up for certain. Yoink. Yeah, we're going to be for certain bringing that bench with us, at least the vise, because that'll be the first one we'll probably move now, unfortunately. I don't even know where I want to put that. I guess we could put it in the... Yeah, that'd probably be the idea, is to put it in the community center. Although I'm a little sad with the lack of bear at the community center. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with this character. Once we get her sorted and she's got 365 days on her, I might take her offline and just play her, since it is a custom. I don't believe it's counting towards our time. Although, like I said, I do believe with the mod that we currently have installed, I can adjust the game mode to actually make it you know, an interloper file. I don't know whether that would screw it up or not. And I believe at that point I could also turn cabin fever back on. Not that I've really, you know, missed cabin fever. In fact, I've rather enjoyed not having to deal with it at all. Still think it's something they need to remove from the game, not give us a badge to, you know, relieve it. I think that's the biggest problem with a lot of the new badges and a lot of the stuff that they've handed us, the features or the feats or whatever you want to call them, is that they really don't give you any kind of long-term usability, unlike the ones that I tend to run. It's like the fire starting one where you start at fire starting 3 is only good for like the first, you know, 50 days of any particular run, because after that you've already got it. The book reading one is only good until you've read all your book skills up. That particular skill, sure, it will help you last all the way through it, but in reality, how often are you going to have to deal with cabin fever? Not very, if you know how to manage your time and where you're crafting. The rabbit skill one, which I think is ridiculous. Let's catch up the 100 rabbits or however many that is. I think they really could stand a sit down and reworking of all of the feats, and they need to remove some of the archaic conditions that don't need to be in the game anymore. But we'll walk over this hill. And honestly, if there's a wolf over here, that would be really good, because we need some food for a couple days. We're going to have to cut up a bunch of stuff. I mean, I did bring some pemmican. We've got 8 bars. We should be good. Water. Yeah, I've got enough for tonight. I'm going to be really sad about this, really. I mean, because this is... That makes getting back and forth between Timberwolf Mountain and anywhere in this zone a lot harder. I mean, granted, we have well, most of the warmth and clothing that I want on right now, but I still think just not having a quick sleep right here is going to really, really, really suck. So... drink water, let's go inside and do a little bit of investigation, see what we can and cannot do in here. And yeah. So, what can I save? I was contemplating cutting up all of the containers, but I don't even think... So that's destroy. That's destroy. Cannot destroy empty container, we know. I don't think I can pick those up. I can take that, so that means I can throw that outside. The bucket I can take. Can't take. Can't take. Can't take. Can't take. Can take. So, like, we can cut up all of the scrap metal in here. I don't know if I really care so much about that. But for certain, this is coming with us. Four hours, 10 scrap metal. I'm assuming I have to do it in the dark or do it in the visibility. Okay. Shoot. I think what I might go do is go outside real quick, see if we can find any kind of food for right now so that we're not munching the heck out of all this stuff. See if there's a wolf right here. Sometimes there'll be one around, and if not, then I'm just going to have her pass time until the sun comes up. We'll hack that up, cut as much of that stuff up as we can. I might gather some firewood since it's nice and warm right now, too. Or we can go inside and do it right now.
Wait, I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Alright, so what do we want to get in here? Let's see. We have that piece of cloth that I want, this that I want, that I want. How long is this going to take? 4 hours and 1,000. Yikes. Well, I suppose. Let's knock that down right now. Go ahead, eat 2 of those. That should get us safely through that. Here where the button is. Calorie store. Where is it? Right there. What am I doing? 1,700 calories. Go ahead and break that down right now. Okay. And I guess while we're at it, take that lamp as well. And I want this. Okay. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and eat one of those. Sleep what's left of the night away. I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just act like a moron. I'm assuming in here now I'm supposed to, with what we have left of the light, can't see a stinking thing because there's nothing in here I want. I don't believe there's a single thing in here I want. Those are empty, 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 and we can't do anything with these. The only thing I can do is cut these up. Oh, there's something in there. I don't care about your gloves. How do we do this? What do you want me to do? Destroy the abandoned prepper cache. Retrieve Wyatt's bones from container in the trade box, turn to Joplin's bunker, and use a wire bundle to set the demolition charge before leaving. So what do I do with Wyatt? Hello? You have wires. Supposed to put him down in here? I mean, I see this. It said look for a circuit breaker box or some kind of something. We gotta go outside and do it? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and just sleep this off then. Well, I don't even know if we can at this point. Get the sun up. Gonna have to go make some water, unfortunately, but they'll be okay. Sleep for just a couple hours to catch up with some things. Okay. Now. Not getting an indication that I should be doing something. Please tell me this is not bugged. So do I put Wyatt in like a container or something? Here. No. Do I bury him in the snow? Do I put him outside? I did note that there was something interesting, like, whoop, that right here. This thing. No, pick it up. Pick it up. It wouldn't go right there for whatever reason. It won't go anywhere in here. Do I put him in the box? No, I don't put him in a box. Oh. Hello? No? Wires, 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 wires. Wire, 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 wire. I mean, I don't believe I'm missing anything. I don't see anything hanging on the walls. It's obviously not where it's supposed to be. I mean, I know I did rearrange some things in here. I mean, this was leaning sideways and... Okay. Outlet goes over. Outlet goes over. I'm at a loss for it, folks. I am at a loss. I'm not getting any kind of thing except leave. Light switch. Going to absolutely nowhere. And a room in here where there's a thing. But no indication of doing anything with it, or where to put him. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's amazing. We're sitting here with our... Don't say it. Huh. Okay. Well, shoot. I did read that there was still possibly a bug with this quest. Wow. Yeah, right there. I guess I should pay attention to things with the way that it works. Right there in black and white, there are two possible parts of this tail that were hot fixed out in the last hotfix, because that's how hotfixes in Hinterland works. Well, I'm glad I decided to do this just for the giggles and the fun of it. I suppose we'll leave things here because we don't necessarily need to worry about it and contemplate our life's choices once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this one here, and I think in the next episode we're going to make the long trek to go find the camera and hope that at any given point in time that Hinterland can get their act together and fix their game. Because in reality, this is getting a little old for various things to continuously happen. And I know I've said this before, but it always seems like they do like one, and I'm going to say it like this. They always take 2 steps forward or 2 steps back, 1 step forward kind of story. Proper testing makes sure that new items work correctly. And it seems like no matter what they do with their hotfixes, they do not properly test it thoroughly enough. So I think for now, we're just going to leave it right here. I'm going to get her to take well, we're going to pass an hour. I guess I don't even have to do that. I can do this, which is probably the only good thing that has come out of the majority of this, is that quick ability to be able to save things. In the next episode, we are going to march our way back to the far territories to go get our camera so that we can start taking a few pictures, and then probably walk our way all the way back here and wait on them to hotfix this little problem. And I doubt very seriously the series will continue until that point, because again, this is a custom save and this one is acting a little wonky already given the amount of time. But anyhow, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this isn't the last one. She's 5 days from, well, 4 days, 5 days, 4 days, 4 days, 5 days. Where are we? The correct number is right here. We are 5 days from being over a year old with this person, and I'd like to get her there at least. So until then, I will see you all later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.